Hey guys, it's Hikari and Happy New Year! I hope you guys are all doing well and are feeling pumped about the new year. I know I am. And even if you're not, no worries, that's okay. Let's just all take it one day at a time. I wanted to come on here today and look back at 2023, reflect on what happened, and share some of my favorite things that I made, and also look forward at the new year at 2024 and share some of my art goals that I've set. So let's get started. Now 2023 was a huge year for me. The biggest thing is I graduated high school. And I started my gap year, which was a huge change and a huge shift to get used to. You know, I just graduated the schooling life that I've been in for years, and now I'm in a no schedule life. And that was something I had to get used to and I really struggled with at first. But now I'm feeling really grateful that I have this time and I've been able to work on myself but also my art and try out different things that I wouldn't have been able to do if I was in school right now. So I wanted to share 5 favorite things that I made in 2023. The first are these digital scenery color study things that I made back in July, and I've always wanted to, work on colors and work on my backgrounds because most of my art has no background. But what ended up inspiring me to actually work on this was Drawfee's video. It's the one where Jacob, one of the hosts of the show, forces himself to draw a background every single day of the week, and seeing his process and seeing him struggle with it really encouraged me to actually start. And I just sat down with a friend one day and I drew these 3 things, and I think you can see with these 3 that the detail level changes throughout. The first one's a lot more rougher and the last one is a lot more detailed. So working on that kind of thing, seeing what I should simplify, seeing what I should keep, that was really fun, and I want to try this again but make it more of a style. So I'm looking forward to doing this again. But if you like this texture and this kind of style but want to see a professional version, I recommend an artist called Shirako, who I really like their art. I'll leave their art link below. Their art is not comparable to my little rough studies. Their drawings are so beautiful and they're amazing and they're finished pieces and they're not comparable, but they have a similar texture to it, so check it out if you're interested. The second one you might recognize if you've watched my portfolio video. It's the traffic light that turned into an elephant. I already had a rough storyboard for his story before, but when I was working on my portfolio, I didn't have the time or energy or the willpower to animate a longer form, so I just did the transformation section. But I wanted to reanimate it, give it new life, and I did that back in August, and unfortunately I am still not done, but I wanted to show you guys what I have because I'm really proud of it and it's a lot better than what I shared previously. So here it is. The third one is a painting I did back in October. It's this painting here. I realized in October that I hadn't painted anything in 2023 at all. So I realized that I needed to change that and I picked up my acrylics and did this painting. Doing the scenery studies really helped because I think you can see that it's kind of in a similar style of simplifying everything down and seeing what sticks. And I kind of forgot that acrylic paint dries really quickly, so this was really a pain to paint but I'm really happy with the end result. I know some people say that it's the journey and not the destination, but for this one it was definitely about the destination. I actually posted this one on my Instagram back when I finished, so if you want to see more of my regular drawings and paintings and what I'm up to, please follow me on my Instagram. I'll leave the link in the description. And back to the list, number 4 are the line stickers. So I've always enjoyed making stickers. I usually make physical ones, but I realized that line stickers are pretty easy to make, and I use it so often when I'm texting my family and my friends. I was like, why don't I make some? So I did. I made 2 versions. I made one set of normal frog stickers, and the second one is the same character but winter version. If you use line and want to use these, the link is in the description, but note that they are in Japanese. And finally, the 5th project I want to share with you all is my advent calendar. In December, my mom and I decided to make an advent calendar where we put little snacks into these baggies, and every day of the advent season we would open one up and split the snacks in our family. But I wanted to add something that was more Christmassy in the season, so I decided to make these little character stands inspired by the many character acrylic stands that I have collected over the years. And I realized making this would be quite easy if I had my trusty laminator. I can confirm that this laminator and I are best friends, and he was the MVP of 2023, even though we only got him in December. With the laminator, these were quite easy to make. You first just draw an image, cut it out, laminate it, cut it out again, and then stick them into a small cardboard piece with a slit that you cut with a cutter. And after you attach it, it's done. The first 7 days were the gnomes, and the rest were parts of a nativity scene. I didn't want to make everything nativity related because having 25 nativity parts seems very overwhelming. So the first 7 are its own set, and then the rest are the classic scene of Jesus' birth. There are many other exciting projects that I was able to start in 2023, but they are coming in their own videos after I finish them. So stay tuned and subscribe if you want to see more of them. I'm so happy, and again so grateful that I was able to start a lot of these different projects that I've been wanting to do for so long. This year has really been reviving my younger self and younger artist, and I'm so excited for what I can make in the second half of my gap year as I get closer to entering college. And now looking forward at 2024, I decided to use a reflection template that my sister made. And it was really helpful for me to reflect on 2023 but also look forward to 2024 and list out things that really excited me or things I wanted to do or get done this year. And a lot of them seemed to connect to the idea of a revival of a sort. So many of my goals, art or otherwise, were about bringing excitement to this thing that I've had for years but didn't work on. I tend to push away the things I want to do or things I know I should do to future me, and then I feel guilty about not doing them, and then I get really sad, and then that makes me realize I didn't do another thing, and it's always just a cycle of feeling like a failure. But this year I really want to just do the things I want to do the things that excite me, and do the things that I've been pushing away for years. Obviously, Nike didn't sponsor this video, but they have the right idea in saying do it all the time. I honestly was considering picking do it as my word of the year, but I didn't like the sound or look of it, so I picked the word revivify, which means give new life or energy to. And I wanted to pick that word for this year because I think it encapsulates what I want to do as a whole. I want to revive the parts that are unique and make me me, and use those in my art and stop pressuring myself and stop trying to limit myself because I'm worried about what others think of me or because I'm scared of failing. That's usually the main thing that keeps me from doing things. I really want this year to be a year where I do whatever excites me and I don't let the fear of failure stop me from it. So I want to try new hobbies or revisit hobbies that I used to have. Like, there's really so many projects that I've been pushing for the future, and I think 2024 really is just the year to do it. I have these 6 months until I go to college that I get to explore and do things that excite me, so it really is the time to do it. I want to get back into writing, finish that traffic light animation that I showed you guys earlier, and finish the secret stop motion project that I've been working on. I want to work on the first few chapters of the comic that I've been planning for 2 years, create and hopefully sell prints and stickers, and maybe even finally realize that dream childhood art project I had where I used these like paper squares. Maybe I can finally work on that, and I hope to keep track of them and share them on YouTube and keep outputting what I make into the world so I can, keep track of it but also share with you all what I've been doing. And to be honest, I probably won't accomplish all of these goals, and for the first time in a while, I'm okay with that completely. Usually I don't create resolutions or goals because, again, I'm scared of failure and I feel like I'll never accomplish them. And if I don't accomplish them, then this year was terrible. And that's how I usually think. But I'm feeling just more excited about this year. And the things in the list are things that I've been wanting to do for so long, so it's more like encouragement for me to do it rather than a to-do list that I need to check off everything from. So I really do recommend listing out things that you are excited about or things you want to do that are inspiring to you, because maybe it can get you motivated enough to work on it this year, or maybe it'll excite you into a different project that you didn't think of. If there's any projects or goals that you want to share, please leave them in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are planning to do this year. And thanks for joining me on this video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and wonderful rest of your year, and hope to see you again here sometime soon. Bye! Boop.